Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. JNTUK R16 Satellite Communication. Lecture number 33. June 5. Saturday. System Design for Specific Performance Continuation. Chebrolu Engineering College. Welcome to today online session. So on your screen, you are watching satellite communication system performance which are related for today. So this slide equal to previous continuation. So here we calculated downlink fade margin value. So approximately 8 dB we got in previous session. So continuation of this one. So this slide indicates some parameters required for our further analysis. So out of them, here I mentioned some parameters. So first parameter equals to output power. This output power required by the satellite transponder to drive the system. Here for LEO satellite approximately 10 dB, 10 watts power. So 10 watts are the power required for our satellite transponder, and the transponder bandwidth. So transponder bandwidth for our system is 1 megahertz capacity. Similarly, uplink frequency from mobile terminal. So we have two link frequencies, one for uplink, another for downlink. So both total frequency is shared by uplink and downlink. So here uplink 1650 megahertz, downlink 1550 megahertz. Similarly, satellite uplink antenna gain. So satellite uplink antenna gain equals to here 22 dB. And similarly, downlink antenna beam. So downlink antenna gain 22 dB. So all is uplink and downlink 22 dB and 22 dB. So number of transmit and received beam. So that equals to here 50, 50. And similarly, the gain, uplink gain equals to 6 dB and downlink gain equals to 6 dB. So both are for uplink and downlink. And the satellite receiver system noise temperature. For our LEO, the system performance satellite 300 Kelvin. Similarly, so here we have gateway station parameters. So gateway station parameters here, transponder output power. So that equals to 0.5 watts, and minimum antenna gain 0 dB. So that is minimum antenna gain. So mobile terminal parameters. So mobile terminal parameters. So 0.5 watts, and minimum antenna gain 0 dB. Receiver system noise temperature 300 Kelvin. Transmit bitrate. So here think how this bitrate is varied from previous budget sheet to this budget sheet. So previous we have only 3600, where that bit rate here improved by 4800. So that type of key numerical values you have to catch up. So what is the difference between this budget sheet and to previous budget sheet, that you want to understand. So transmit bit rate 4800 bit per second, and receiver bit rate 500 bit per second, and the maximum bit error rate here 10 power minus 4. So 10 power minus 4 is the maximum bit error rate. So this is the link budget sheet, which is collected from the LEO satellite communication system. So in this budget sheet, so suppose if the satellite system services are used by, for example, 50 users on their sharing basis. So therefore, this transponders, whatever shown on this budget sheet, they are allowed to share this 50 users, for example, L band. So within this LEO satellite coverage and operating within this particular frequencies, so large number of frequencies are available apart with this. So the individual mobile terminals are trying to pull off their assigned packets within TDB stream, so that make initial analysis without forward error correction. So let us know how this inbound link used for mobile terminal to gateway station. So this literature will help us to understand the inbound link significance in the link design issues. Suppose in our satellite communication system, we have to set the terminal, and these terminals are able to send the signals in binary phase shift keying format. Suppose our transmitted signals has their own bit rate 4800 bit per second with respect to their allotted frequency. So then the satellite transponders job equals to shift this all received signals in the frequency before the transmission at a particular band. Suppose here we have KU band structure. Suppose before the transmission taking place at a KU band, first all this signal, whatever the received signals are collected by this gateway station. So the job of gateway station equal to from the gateway station, we can get amplification. Further, these amplified signals are transmitted to further transponder stage. And but the key point here, nothing but at the gateway station, majority of IF receivers are be tunable. Why? Because all IF receivers are tuned to a particular frequencies, that is called individual frequency. Why? Because the transponders are connected to this IF receivers. So from where IF receivers got these frequencies, so these IF receivers are be uh, commonly connected to their individual frequencies. For example, the transmitters. And all these individual IF receivers has noise bandwidth. For example, in this case, noise bandwidth equals to 4800 hertz. So by satisfying this parameters, bitrate 4800, bandwidth 4800 hertz. So by our formula, we have to set the coefficient of the particular filter attenuation constant that equals to 0.25. So when 0.25 parameter is obtained, so what happened on this bandwidth of occupied channel? So occupied channels has get bandwidth of 6 kilohertz. So that is the numerical which are we expecting from this bandwidth. So all these signals are gathered at receiving end. So at their point, we have to calculate the channel to noise ratio. So this channel to carrier to noise ratio is available at the input of the demodulator section. Why? Because all these receiving signals are applied at input of demodulator. So these signals, they can get acceptable bit error rate. So however, we requires maximum bit error rate 10 power minus 4. So with this value, we are obtained in our formula, we are obtained minimum attenuation that equals to 34 dB for speech signals. So this is the actual scenario that one can require for practical uh, digital communication standards. Suppose if you wanted to configure some digital communication system, so to design the system, first we have to know the what type of the filter that is used in our system system equipment or system block diagram. Later, we wanted to know the actual Nyquist rate, the which is why because filters are available. And similarly, with respect to our system parameters, we have to justify the implementation of this margin. So how much margin does our system is hold in natural form? So all these parameters once satisfied, so then we look for mobile terminal to satellite link. How to establish or how to establish the link budget for each of these connections that here I represented. So at here we have a main received power equation. So that main received power equation can be represented here. So the received power equation can be represented by EIRP, gain, path loss, and other miscellaneous loss. So these are be available in the decibels format. So when this equation has received power, so automatically the noise power, so whatever be the noise power, that should be indicated, and that should be indicated here. So therefore noise power at the input of the satellite receiving system we wanted to represent. So for that one, we want to establish the formula for the noise power. From our previous theory, we got noise power equal to product of Boltzmann constant and system temperature and bandwidth. So that is the equation number 2 here. So equation number 2 represent the noise power equation, whereas equation number 1 represent receiver power. So that is the received power. So just to simply convert equation number 2 in decibel So the modified equation has third format, NXP equals to K plus TS plus Bn. So this equation is responsible for to provide or to generate the path loss. So the path loss from the equation number 3 evaluated by equation number 4, which is equals to 20 log 4 pi r by lambda, where r is the distance between the transmitting and receiving equipment, whereas lambda equals to wavelength. So this is the way how to establish the path loss. So very important for the problems. So why? Because path loss equals to 20 log 4 pi r by lambda or 4 pi r by lambda. Very important formula. Suppose one can say the exercise on this uplink frequency, for example, the uplink frequency given 1650 megahertz for a given wavelength 0.1818 meter. So what is the maximum range from one station to another station that will take 2200 kilometers? Then how to evaluate this path loss? Just 20 log 4 pi 20 meters. So capital R is the distance in the meters. So 2.2 into 10 power 6 divided by wavelength 0.18. So we are getting the path loss approximately 163.6. So in which way we have to evaluate majority of the path loss between transmitting and earth station. So very most important formula for our short answer purpose. So here I mentioned simple illustration. So frequency given, lambda given. So the maximum range given 2500 kilometers. So maximum path loss. So we have to evaluate maximum path loss. So maximum path loss for this data 164.8 dB. So we will assume, so there are various losses that are automatically encountered with this C by N or simply CNR. So by using all list of data or by using all the demonstrated information, let us form or let us design a budget sheet from our previous analysis. So from our previous analysis, how to reconfigure this budget sheet. So the first parameter equals to EIRP. So the symbolical representation for EIRP equals to product of transmitted power and gain. So with our availability of the data, we got minus 3 dB. So that should be noted or written in our budget sheet. Clear? Now come to the second row. What is the second parameter? Gain for the receiving antenna. So symbol GR. So we have the value in units. (23 dB). For this data, we solved. So for this data, we solved the path loss. So path loss at this 1650 megahertz. So it is the path loss for this problem. So minus 164.8 dB. And we have miscellaneous loss minus 3.5 and received power minus 149.3. So we have Boltzmann constant, noise, temperature, bandwidth. So all such type of parameters are here listed below. So how to evaluate the inbound uplink noise. So that equals to CNR up. So what is the formula? PR divided by N, actual PR divided by N. So by dBW format, PR minus N dBW. So that equals to 17.7 dB. So that equals to 17.7 dB. So that is the CNR up. So CNR up equals to 17.7 dB. So this is actual uplink design budget sheet for normal mobile terminal to satellite link. So in similar analogy, we are be able to build the mobile station satellite link for the same input bound link of 17.7 dB. Suppose if you wanted to design uh, this mobile input bound link, so that mobile input bound link, inbound link, they have some value 17.7 dB. So this is the lowest value that should be occur in the transponder. So automatically the clear eye. So the calculations are be done according to the main values, whatever we got in our budget sheet. So from the same miscellaneous values are be encountered from this budget sheet. So this budget sheet having loss 3 dB, which is lowered at the center of the antenna, satellite antenna. So then what is the expecting power that we have to received from the transponder? So can anyone share the answer? Yes. So that received power is approximately get obtained from this example, from this budget sheet, which is equals to 12 dB. But what is the actual CNR up from here? So we got 29 point dB. So that is the value. Once again here I mentioned in the example. So majority of links that we are formed based upon this criteria only. Why? Because the user generally wants to make a call. Sometimes the user get interferent or noisy signals while making these calls from one number to another number. So therefore, on that moment, this type of uplink attenuation, so may trying to disturb the communication between point to point. So therefore, we have to maintain proper adequate covering zones, so that covering zones are helpful to maintain the proper links for the successful communication. So then only a proper carrier to noise ratio value should be attainable, and the maximum gain should be evaluated with minimum uh, criteria. So you have to get the maximum gain for a specified parameters, elevation angle and azimuthal angle. So that is the information, and that is the majority task performed by engineers, whatever be the ground earth engineers. So in this way, a mobile to satellite, so mobile to satellite earth stations are to be constructed. Next, what is the scenario generally happening in a regular live satellite, that equals to satellite to gateway station? So satellite to gateway station, So here the important step, so that equals to here I mentioned in the slide that how to evaluate or how to establish this carrier to noise ratio for satellite to gateway station link. So that problem arises from the basics of inbound link to C by N ratio. So that is C by N ratio. To calculate the C by N ratio for inbound link, so the step we have to taken to calculate C by N for down in the gateway receiver. So this is the very important point we have to notice under satellite to gateway link. Why? Because sometimes all these transponders which are operating under FDMA principles. So what is the FDMA? What we will watch in our future lessons regarding this multiple accessing techniques. So that our transponders are operating under FDMA. So therefore individual mobile signals must share this channel to that output power of the transponder. Suppose let us try to exercise on a small illustration. Suppose we have 50 active terminals. So all these 50 or 100, whatever here, if these terminal signals, they can share 1 megahertz bandwidth. Parallelly, this spectrum has 3 dB backoff that is used at the transponder output. So to obtain this quasi-linear operation of the transponder, so can anybody say what is the output power before the transmission? That is exactly equals to 10 dB minus existing back of 3 dB. So therefore you will got 7 dB. But within this 7 dB, 5 dB, what is 5 watts output power must share to all these available 100 active channels. So that is the point how these satellites, they can share the link or they can share the bandwidth to the belowest gateway station links. So based upon this, let us try to build budget sheet for this downlink. So let us solve the budget sheet. So this is the actual budget sheet for downlink. So to design the budget sheet, first you want to configure EIRP rate. So for our 100 channels, so this EIRP rate can be minus 13 decibels, and the gain of the receiving antenna. So this gain of the receiving antenna should be capable of 53.5 dB. And next parameter we have to solve for path loss. This path loss equal to minus 181.6 dB. The corresponding losses are minus 3 dB, received power minus 144. We have Boltzmann constant, noise temperature, noise bandwidth, noise power, which are be listed in the power budget sheet. So from this one, how to evaluate C by N for downlink? So PR minus N, so approximately minus 144.6 plus what is the noise here, minus 170. So that equals to you got 30 dB C by N, which is in the ratio format. So in this way, we have to configure the downlink power budget for the satellite to gateway stations. So let us exercise what is the continuation of this downlink station. So that downlink station may has output outbound link, and that station may has downlink C by N budget. Suppose with this 30 dB, so what the effect on this carrier to noise? So that is to evaluate the inbound uplink, because we have very high gain gateway station antenna. So due to high gain of gateway station, so approximately 50 decibels power should be adopted for all antenna beam for all coverage zone points. So the configuration required for antenna that equals to 5 meter. So with this 5 meter, what is the net capacity of this efficiency, or simply called beam width for the narrow lobe? So when we calculated in our calculators, approximately we will got 0.4 degree. So in this way, the carrier to noise ratios are be evaluated for the better understanding. So here I mentioned one phenomena, that how to evaluate this input bound link. So here we have 1 by CNR output. So 1 by CNR up plus 1 by CNR down. And similarly for input bound, so CNR up equals to 17.7 dB, and input bound, so you have to 26 point this one 80 dB. So how to evaluate this overall CNR for gateway station? So we have formula 1 by C by N up plus 1 by C by N down. Just simplified that formula, we got 52.4 numeric, 17 decibels in decibel format. So this is the way how to evaluate the satellite to downlink. So with the same fashion, uh, let us try for output bound link. So all listeners, please subscribe YouTube channel, give your like and comments on this video lecture. So thank you for everyone.